heart disease, stroke, depression, arthritis, cancer, diabetes, liver disease, kidney failure, hypertension, sleep apnea, viral and bacterial infections. We got a problem. Hello guys, Jamie here again from J Critchlow Performance. In today's video I just wanted to talk about the issues of obesity. As in this country it is known that we have about 63% of our adult population is either overweight or obese. So that's a real big problem. And as I said in the introduction to this video, there are a lot of risk factors associated with being overweight or obese. So I'm going to give you my top 6 ways in which we can start to reverse this and become leaner, meaner, healthy human beings. So at number 1, I want to talk about mindfulness. So we know that our emotional state is related to our physical state. So having positive thoughts, being in a state of parasympathetic, where we can rest, digest and metabolize our food better. That's the state we want to be in. We don't want to be in that sympathetic state, that state of fear, anxiety, stress, where your body is less able to actually metabolize your food, digest your food properly and have it go where it needs to go to give you energy. It's more likely going to be stored in the wrong places. Yeah, so practice things like meditation, breath work, getting out in nature, having positive thoughts, being thankful. Those types of things are really powerful, and avoiding things that stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, electronics, watching the news, and things like that. So that's number 1 in my book, mindfulness. We need to get our mind in the right place in order to make better decisions and for our body to work better. Number 2 is hydration. So the formula for hydration is to multiply your body weight by 0.033. So for an 80 kilo man, I need to be having about 2.5 litres of water a day. Ideally of a good source as well, sort of mineral water if possible. If you are going for tap water, try and filtrate that as best you can and add some minerals to that, so actually hydrating the body. So a little bit of pink Himalayan salt is a good way to add some minerals to your water. At number 3, prioritising your gut health. So we know more and more about the gut is coming out now. Studies have shown that your gut health really drives your body's metabolism and is linked to your gut. Is almost like the second brain of the body. So we really got to look after that. And one way we can do that is by having a whole food diet and trying to have as much diversity in our diet as possible. So eating lots of different types of fruits and vegetables, different types of proteins, avoiding inflammatory processed foods, cooking with stable fats, foods that help nourish the gut, like fermented foods and foods rich in prebiotics and probiotics, and avoiding foods that you may find that you individually are sensitive to. So at number 4 is gaps between meals. So not necessarily intermittent fasting or prolonged fasting, but just having an intent to go a little bit longer without eating, so you allow your body's blood sugar levels to actually come back down after eating, not eating too close to bed, trying to go a little bit further into the morning, so we can actually give your body a chance to start tapping into its own stored body fat stores to improve your metabolic health and to avoid insulin resistance. Number 5, balanced movement. So not just any old exercise, but having an exercise plan that is tailor-made for you, trying to improve your posture, your alignment, your body function, so we can avoid injuries and time on the shelf, so you can keep your body moving all year round and not run into any injuries or any kind of musculoskeletal type problems. So a couple of days of strength training for most people is appropriate, and steps throughout the day just keep the aerobic and the cardiovascular system healthy. Flexibility work and mobility work tailored to your body, so we're working on stretching and mobilizing areas that need to be stretched and mobilized, and not stretching joints that are already quite hypermobile or flexible already, because that could lead to a problem. And at number 6 is sleep. So the main way in which the body has a chance to rest and recover, restore itself, and obviously a good night's sleep is a good way to keep your mind and emotional state positive. Having a poor night's sleep, you're not going to wake up and feel like going to the gym after a poor night's sleep. So make sure we're getting to bed at a reasonable hour. Trying to have as good a quality of sleep as possible, so to avoid eating too close to bedtime, and to avoid any stimulants like caffeine before too close before bedtime, and avoiding things like electronics and exposure to blue light at that sort of time of night. So those are my top 6 ways in which we can start to focus upon burning fat for fuel and becoming healthier, leaner human beings. So hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay healthy and live, move and perform with freedom.